Good afternoon. 13 News at Noon begins with breaking news. Indiana's FSSA, the State Family and Social Services Administration, announced less than an hour ago nearly $200 million of improper payments discovered in a recent audit. Those allegedly improper payments went to a total of 5 service providers. So what's being done about it? Well, state officials say they are responding by creating more oversight, including audits, reviewing payments before they go out, and also adding training. The governor also responding in a statement saying, quote, "This conduct undermined the trust of the taxpayers who fund this program and the Hoosiers who rely on it. Providers who don't follow the rules should understand clearly. Indiana will protect its people and its dollars with absolute resolve." Again, that statement coming from Governor Mike Braun late this morning. We're looking into this audit to learn more as well. We know you have a lot of questions, so do we. And when we learn more, of course, we'll update you on air and online. Other news now, new developments this afternoon from a Marion County courtroom. A father headed to prison today after his 2-year-old daughter was shot and killed with his gun. 23-year-old Leonte Anderson received a 4-year prison sentence plus 2 years probation. Last July, his daughter, Harmony, found a loaded gun on top of a shoe rack in their home. That gun went off. The toddler was shot in the torso and died. Leonte took a plea deal that reduced his charge from a level 1 felony down to a level 3 for neglect of a dependent resulting in serious injury. The prosecution and the judge had some strong words when it comes to parents keeping guns out of the hands of their children. Our Rich 9 was in the courtroom with his camera this morning. You're going to hear from them coming up later today on 13 News at 4. Sentencing underway right now for a man charged in a deadly crash, and it took nearly 3 years to get to this point. Gavin Mosley is pleading guilty in front of the judge while coming face to face with Sarah Davis's family. Sarah and her husband were picking up their daughter Rachel from the airport. They were stuck in traffic on 465. They were in a construction zone when the crash happened. Sarah died instantly from whiplash. Rachel spent a month in the hospital with serious injuries. Mosley was charged a little more than a year after that crash. Investigators say he was on Snapchat and YouTube while driving. They say Mosley sent 28 messages and took 15 Snapchats within 27 minutes. Mosley was going 65 miles an hour at the time of the crash, according to investigators, which then led to a 5-car pileup. And you can see what's left of that car there. Our team is in the courtroom right now, and we'll bring you the very latest starting later today on 13 News at 4. A former Hamilton Southeastern School bus driver is facing charges in an incident from earlier this month. Terry Shore is facing misdemeanor counts of a school bus driver consuming or possessing a controlled substance and criminal recklessness, those 2 charges. An HSE spokesperson confirms Shore was removed from duty and is no longer employed by the district. HSE released a statement saying, in part, student safety is the district's highest priority, and drivers are subject to routine and random drug and alcohol testing. Let's take a break now from the headlines on this Thursday and take a look at our forecast. Meteorologist Sean Ash is here. Lots of sunshine out there. It's been a great week, other than a few storms here and there.
Yeah. And we got some more storms around tomorrow.
Okay.
But I mean, my goodness, if you like June type weather, this has been your April.
It feels like summer.
It has been your April. To date, the warmest April on record in Indianapolis. 8 degrees above average. Let me show you the sunshine we have outside at this hour. And yeah, yesterday we had that axis that did create a few thunderstorms over the eastern and northeastern part of the state. That axis is now dissipated, and this is what's left in its wake. Just a lot of sun here. A little hazy, but other than that, if you, again, like warm temperatures, we've got you covered there. Let's show you the latest numbers, almost at 80 degrees. Here we are at the noon hour. It's 76 at the Indy Airport in Eagle Creek, 75 in New Powell. Greenfield at 76 degrees. Southwest wind teaming up with the sunshine. These temperatures compared to yesterday, when we were close to 80, are roughly 3 to 5 degrees warmer, and that's why we're forecasting highs to be in the 80s. It's not a daily record, which is 88, but it's way above the daily average, which is 67. Here's the vantage point from the north side, and there you go. This is what you can expect for this afternoon. Again, the wind will be coming in from the southwest, anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour. Looking west today for severe weather. That's where it's going to be focused today. Now, as we go into tomorrow, we're going to have more of a focus on the eastern part of the state, including the metro area. I'll have the latest timeline with Future Track 13 coming up in a few minutes.
See you then, Sean. Thank you. To Hendricks County now, where a bank robbery suspect is dead after being shot by police. Investigators think this all started as a bank robbery on Tuesday at the Chase Bank off Southfield Drive in Plainfield. Then yesterday, police found the suspect, 54-year-old Dustin Horwath, driving in the Clayton-Belleville area in Hendricks County. Police used a grappler device to stop him from driving, but they say he got out of his car with a handgun and took off. Investigators say officers tried to negotiate with him for 20 minutes before he was shot. Neighbors say they never expected to see something like this in their small town.
This is something very unusual. It's not, like I said, it's not something you see every day. It's mostly peaceful out here, very calm. People do mind their own business and all that.
Pretty shocked. I mean, it's a small town, so you don't really expect a lot of that to happen out here. But yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Normally pretty quiet area there. No officers were hurt in the incident. The officers involved are now on administrative leave, which is standard protocol. State police are leading the investigation. Leaders in Bloomington are making some changes as people are raising concerns over a controversial surveillance system. Meanwhile, its supporters say it can help solve crime. Our Logan Gay is breaking it down for us as counselors search for alternatives.
So this comes down to one big question: how much surveillance is too much? Well, the police chief here says that flock cameras like that are worth it, but not everyone here in the community agrees. As Bloomington moves away from its flock camera system, the police chief went before city council, laying out why he believes the technology matters.
When it's used responsibly, it contributes to solving serious crimes in our community. We have built-in meaningful safeguards. We have strong policy, strong training, strong audits. We also restrict sharing.
Bloomington's system includes license plate readers, video cameras, and mobile trailers, all designed to track and record activity in public spaces. With the contract ending, those license plate readers are set to shut off by the end of the week.
Captures is a still photo of the rear of the vehicle and its license plate as it travels on a public road. The photo and a timestamp, and that's it, nothing more.
Still, some council members worry about how that data could be used or misused.
The department finds it a useful tool, there's no doubt that it could be used in such a way. My fear is that, where does it stop?
That concern echoed in the room where some residents held up replica cameras in silent protest. One of them says this debate goes beyond just Bloomington.
We know that this technology has been used by ICE and other nefarious actors to punish and violate people's rights. The more we've noticed this happening in Bloomington, the more the community has grave concerns about being constantly surveilled.
The police chief says he understands the concerns, but worries what losing the technology could mean for public safety.
It is a useful tool to help us solve violent crimes. And so if we don't have it, we'll just resort back to the way we used to do things. And, it will probably take us longer. There will probably be some that we won't solve, but we'll do everything in our power.
The counselors did bring up engaging with a different technology, but they did not get into specifics or make any decisions. In Bloomington, Logan Gay, 13 News.
Now, this discussion over these flock cameras comes as Bloomington police confirmed they used flock cameras to track down a man accused of trying to kill his mother. Police got that call around midnight Tuesday for a reported fire. Officers at the scene say they heard a woman screaming for help. They found her surrounded by flames and got her out. Investigators say she sustained life-threatening injuries. Police say neighbors told them the woman lived at the home with her 37-year-old son, and they say her car and her son were both gone. Officers used the flock license plate readers to track down the man. He was found at a motel 30 miles south in Mitchell. He's now facing several preliminary charges, including attempted murder, battery, and arson.